So if you're considering the Phoenix, Arizona area and some of the suburbs around Phoenix for where you potentially might want to live or buy a home, I will tell you that Ahwatukee, Arizona may be one of the places that you definitely want to consider, especially if you like being close to a mountain, if you like outdoor activities and being close to a lot of different things to do. Let's go ahead and dive into some things about Ahwatukee and see if it may be something that could be of interest to you. Don't forget, like, subscribe, leave your comments. I'd love to see what you have to say. All right, where is Ahwatukee located? Let's start off there. First off, Ahwatukee is part of Phoenix, and it is the southernmost part of Phoenix. It is on the south side of the South Mountain Preserve, which is a large municipal park, one of the largest in the United States. It's over 16,000 acres that makes up the park. Now, it is situated, Ahwatukee, on the south side of the municipal park and nestled up against the mountain range. And it extends on the east from the I-10 freeway all the way to the 202 freeway as it curves its way over to Laveen and reconnecting with the I-10 on the north. Now, as far as extending southward, it extends only to the 202 freeway. So it's relatively like narrow area Ahwatukee makes up that borders the South Mountain Preserve. Let's talk a little bit more about location. Why would this location be something that you might want to consider? Well, as mentioned, it is close to the 202 freeway. There is multiple access points to the 202 freeway from different parts of Ahwatukee. And this can get you pretty much to any part of the valley that you need to get to. If you work in the East Valley, simple enough. If you work in the West Valley, again, simple enough. If you work downtown, simple enough. You can either take the 202 and go around the mountain, or you can end up taking the I-10 heading into the central Phoenix, Tempe area. So again, it's got a location that is very centrally located to be able to get to a lot of places within the valley. It is made up of 3 different zip codes, the 85044, the 85045, and the 85048. Now, I will tell you that the 85044 is actually one of the older zip codes, and as such, it is the more densely populated area because, of course, it's been there for some time. It's got an estimated, population of about 43,000 people and about 10,000 plus homes that make up the area. There are some adult communities, some golf courses there, a lot of retail, so things that you could definitely like. 85045 is one of the newer communities, and it is located out further on the western part of the Ahwatukee area as it, the 202 freeway curves out to Laveen. Now, this is still being built up. There's new homes being built. There's some new custom home communities going up. It is really quite a fantastic area, and it is at this point the least densely populated zip code out there. The 85048 is, of course, smashed right in between the two. And it right now is made up of about 9,880 households with about 36,000, give or take, as far as the population. So very similar to the 85044, but not quite as big. So there you have it as far as, call it the demographics, what's going on with the different zip codes. What about real estate? What does Ahwatukee have to offer as far as some of the different types of housing possibilities for you out there? Well, of course, you're going to be able to find rentals, and of course, you're going to be able to find homes for sale. So those are your choices, right? Now, if you're looking to either buy or rent, there are, of course, your condos, there's townhomes, there's single family homes. There are some horse properties. There's properties on acreage out there. There is some custom homes. There's gated homes. There's homes on a lake out there. They're actually quite phenomenal, quite beautiful area for sure. There's a senior community as well. There used to be several that were golf course home communities. So again, you run the gamut as far as different options that you have available to you. I will tell you, as far as, let's just talk averages price-wise, Ahwatukee is not going to be your cheapest zip code when you compare it to the entire Metro Phoenix area, but for what it does have, wow, prices are still relatively affordable compared to, say, Paradise Valley or even a Scottsdale, especially for what it does offer. I will tell you the 85044 is probably the more affordable zip code, with averages right now at this point coming in the low 500s. The 85045 as well as 85048 is coming in the low 600s, with the 85045 being probably on average the more expensive. There's a lot of nicer custom homes that are out there in the area. So what about schools in the area? I mean, if I was going to move someplace, I'm sure you potentially have families as well. You're going to want to know, are the schools good? What do they have as far as options for schools? Right now, Ahwatukee is served by the Kyrene School District, which is making up the elementary as well as the middle school. So there's several schools that form part of that elementary district that are within Ahwatukee. Secondly, the high schools. You have the Tempe Union High School District that has 3 high schools that are within the Ahwatukee zip codes. All of them are top rated, as well as the other schools as well. If you're interested, shoot me a message and I'd be happy to send you a link so that you can check those out. Of course, there are several charters. There's a couple Montessori schools in there. So as far as options for schooling for kids, there is a lot that is offered there. Now, what about things to do? When I started this, I said, if you are interested in the outdoors and activities, there's definitely a lot to do in the Ahwatukee area. So let's just start with, the elephant, the big thing that Ahwatukee has to offer, and that's going to be the South Mountain Preserve, okay? It is over 16,000 acres of just great trails, hiking, biking, jogging, you name it, that you can go out and enjoy. There is no fee to use it. Just please be responsible, take it in, take it out, because it is beautiful. It's pristine desert, and while we want everybody to enjoy it, also take care of it. But literally, there is tons of hikes, tons of bike rides that you can do, and they are fun and phenomenal, and they're for all different levels. I've seen people going down some really steep stuff as well as up, surprisingly. And there's also some really, novice type trails that one can do if they're starting out mountain biking. Now, let's talk about other activities, So you've got that. The area actually offers a lot as far as recreational activities to do. There is parks all over the place. Baseball fields, baseball diamonds, basketball courts, soccer fields. The Petco's Recreation Center, which is a city Phoenix recreational center, is located basically in the southeast, basically almost like the 202 and the I-10 intersect. And this city rec has a city pool. They offer swim lessons. They offer competitive swimming. They have a city rec where they have basketball leagues. They have, of course, the pickleball, courts, tennis courts, basketball. There's a lot of soccer fields there. There is a skate park there. And of course, that's not just the only one. There's multiples that you can go to. That's just one of the bigger ones that you can enjoy. Beyond that, there's a lot of leagues that you can participate with. If you have kids that you want to put them in a league, there's a lot of leagues that are run in and around the area, such as youth football, youth soccer, whatever sport you can come up with. Believe me, they've got it. There is a lot of parent involvement in the area for keeping the youth busy. What about for the adults? Going out, places to go enjoy, places to go and enjoy a meal. Ahwatukee has no shortage of great places to go. There is so many places that you can go out and enjoy. I will just give a shout out to a couple of them. If you like going out for breakfast, the Hillside Spot Cafe is phenomenal. Really great food, great service, really love the place. If you like going out and getting a beer and actually having some pretty darn good food, CK's Bar and Grill is phenomenal. I really enjoy going there a lot. Outside of that, there's a lot of retail in the area. that you can enjoy. The mall, there's 2 malls within about probably 10-15 minute drive from anywhere in the Ahwatukee area. There's also a outlet mall that is basically on the border of Ahwatukee that offers a lot of different shops that you can go and enjoy. There is a multi-use trail that goes alongside the 202 freeway that a lot of people do a lot of training on, whether it be, jogging, biking, etc. So again, you're hearing like the similar, pattern going here, which is basically that Ahwatukee has a whole hell of a lot to offer. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I hope this gave you a general idea of some of the things that you may want to consider if you were to make that move. I'll have a link down below that you should be able to see different properties that are currently for sale. But I hope this video was beneficial to you, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate, reach out. My name is David Baker. I'm a realtor in the area, and talk to you soon.